Well, hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And I'm coming at you live from Madeira, Portugal. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Madeira, Portugal, where I have had the amazing blessing of kind of being able to relax, allow my body to relax and to take in the natural beauty of this gorgeous, incredible planet that we all live on and that we all have the blessing of benefiting from, but that most of us we don't make such a priority, right? This beautiful earth is so rich with contributions for us all the time. And most of us are stuck staring at our phones all the time. So, as we begin to prepare for the Libra New Moon, which will happen next week, first things first, I want to invite you all to a very, very special workshop that I'm going to have on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. Central European Time. I want to do, many of you, I'm sure, I know Gila and I used to do vision boards all the time. I'm going to do, I've devised this grand idea to do a 5D vision board where we are going to create a playlist for you, to take advantage of the beautiful energy of the month ahead. We're going to create some visual aspects to complement it. We're also going to create all different kinds of sensations so that it will take manifesting to a whole new level. And it is said, actually, by a very amazing neurologist. Sorry, I can't quote him right now. He was on Mel Robbins' podcast not too long ago. He spoke about how the more we expand our consciousness, expand our manifestation to include not just the visualization, but also the kinesthetic, right? And also engaging all the other senses. So hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, feeling, all of those energies, that we actually amplify our manifesting. And I've been playing with it so much, and it's been so much fun. I've even been writing poetry for manifestation. Before, I've just used poetry to kind of like express my emotions or my feelings. Now I've been using poetry for manifesting, and it's also very cool because it makes the brain kind of become creative and put things together in a whole new way. And so we're going to be doing that on Sunday's workshop. So right now, for today, as we move, the moon moves into the sign of Virgo, I would like for each of us to become less critical, look at the world through a less critical lens, because the Virgo moon tends to be really, really oftentimes focused on what is wrong, right? As a Virgo myself, I can walk into a room, and those of you who are Virgos know too, I can walk into a room, and if a frame on the wall is just a little cocked, it will drive me nuts, right? It has to be perfect all the time. That's the Virgo mentality. And if it's not, it's like, oh my God, it gives me like, a thing. So what we get to do is kind of acknowledge that maybe that's the way it's supposed to be, right? Maybe that painting is supposed to be just a little bit skewed. And what if that was the beauty, or that was the art, or what was wanted to be interpreted by the person who hung it, right? And here we are running around thinking we know better all the time. So because the moon is in Virgo, you may feel more of those critical energies in your life. You may feel like, I got to fix this. 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 Well, today, don't fix, just acknowledge, right? One of the things you can say is, oh, wow, that's really interesting. That's an interesting choice that somebody had to hang their painting a little, and they might go, oh my God, I didn't mean it to be that way. Thank you for pointing it out. Or they might say, yeah, you like that? That was such a crazy idea that I had. And then all of a sudden you've left room for there to be a different point of view, right? Oftentimes with the Virgo energy, we see things in such a perfect way. Interesting choice of words. We see things in such a perfect way. It's hard for us to see that there might be another perfect way, right? We tend to think that there's only one perfect way, but there are many other perfect ways. This is our blessing. And this is something that we get to tap into, to learn more about, and to become more open, right? As I've been traveling, I've gone through all these different cultures just in the last week. We were in Germany, we were in the outskirts of Germany, we were in Munich, and now we're in a little island off the coast of Portugal called Madeira. And they're all such different cultures, right? So it's like running from Germany to Portugal and expecting the Portuguese to behave just like the Germans. It's impossible. It doesn't work that way, right? So why would you do that with yourself too. Why would you say, oh, I have to be like this, or I have to be like this under every single circumstances? Be flexible. This is a great day to be flexible. Remember, the moon governs our emotions. Okay. And when a sign is in the placement of our moon, we tend to behave in that way. Virgo is known for being analytical, but think of it. How do you analyze emotion? Don't analyze emotion, because it'll just spin you into anxiety. So for today's meditation, we're going to focus on letting go of the need to criticize people, places, situations. Acknowledge that there might be another point of view that's also equally as perfect as your own. Let go to receive, and start to focus on what is beautiful in your life. We want to start to cultivate a sense of that beauty. And for all of those of you who are going to join the workshop on Sunday, start to play around. What kind of songs do you want on your playlist for the month? What kind of visuals do you want to add to your vision board? What kind of expressions or mantras or whatever do you want to put on your lock screen, on your home screen, or whatever, so that you surround yourself with support and beauty? Okay, so now we're going to do the meditation. Thank you all for being here. And also thank you for your patience in the last week. I know we've been a little all over the place, but hey, I was like, you know what? I'm going to make myself a priority here and kind of adjust everything the way it is. And it's been great. So thank you also for being on this journey with me. Let's begin today, and let's close our eyes, and let's find ourselves in our heart. And from this beautiful space in the center of our heart, let's just say a prayer of gratitude today. Creator of all that is, source, light, universe, thank you for everything. Amen. So now let's begin by taking 3 deep breaths. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. And one more. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. And now for today, I want us to focus on this beautiful, bright, white light in the center of our heart. And from this bright, beautiful light in the center of our heart, if you focus on this light, I want you to imagine it becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. The more you focus on that light, it expands. And so as that light expands, all of a sudden you can see yourself in this beautiful bubble of this light, surrounded by this magical and incredible energy. And now imagine yourself expanding that bright white light that includes you into the room that you're in, and into the city, the town, the state. Expand even more your ball of light to the country that you're in, the continent, the bodies of water that surround the continent. And expand beyond there out into the universe. Expand past the universe out into different layers of light. Some light and some dark. Expand beyond there out into a beautiful golden-like light. And through the golden-like light into a jelly-like substance light. And through the jelly-like substance light into a beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion. And through the law of compassion, you enter into the 7th plane of all that is, the plane of creation, of oneness, and of complete totality. Now, in this space, you are in a theta brainwave. Theta brainwave is accessing the subconscious mind. From here, we tap into our beliefs, both supportive and disruptive. And from here, we have the ability to transform our beliefs in this state. So I'm going to offer some downloads for each and every one of you. Downloads are just energies, thoughts, feelings, emotions, and experiences. They come from, I'm tapping into our quantum field. Any of you are listening, past, present, and future, this is for you. And so let's see what we've got today. So would you like to know what it feels like to release yourself from the need to criticize, from the need to criticize both yourself, others, or the world around you? Would you like to know what it feels like to know that you're worthy of releasing and letting go of that energy? And would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is to have awareness? The difference between an awareness and a criticism is an awareness has no judgment attached to it, right? It's an acknowledgement of what is. So would you like to know what it feels like to acknowledge what is, to have awareness on everything in your life, people, places, situations? Awareness, I find, helps me to increase my capacities and my intuition. So would you like to know what it feels like to tap into and lead with your intuition? If you'd like that, say yes. And would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is in every single cell of your body to be true to you? True to you. Would you like to know what it feels like to be true to you, to remain true to you without the need to, what's the word that is here? Without needing to meld into other people's truths, right? Sometimes one's truth can be different from another's truth. And because one truth is different from another truth, oftentimes we feel that that truth is something that we have to abide by or buy into. So everything that brings up for you, everywhere that you've decided that you have to buy into other people's truths, that can also be family, that can also be environment, that can also be cultural, it can be the land that you're on, even. Everything that is, let's destroy and uncreate it. Great. And would you like to know what it feels like, looks like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, and is to know that it's safe for you to acknowledge your truth as beautiful? You're worthy of acknowledging your truth as beautiful and acknowledging others' truths as beautiful, even when it might not necessarily align with yours. What I find is that if I acknowledge somebody else's truth as beautiful, it's like and it doesn't align with mine. It's a beautiful energy to be able to go, oh, great. Now it's clear. This is obviously not a congruent energy that I want to be around. It allows me to draw clear boundaries in my life. So would you like to know what it feels like to know that you're worthy of having those clear boundaries in your life, and that you know how to communicate your boundaries with kindness, with love, with compassion and mercy? If you'd like that, say yes. We often think of boundaries as being confrontational, but what if they're not? What if they're just like, yeah, this is it? Anything that brings up for you, everywhere that you've decided that that's hard or challenging for you, would you like to change it? If you'd like that, say yes. Great. Would you like to have the Creator's definition, perspective, understanding, and knowing of joy? That you know how to, when to, where to, and that it's safe for you to embody joy in absolutely everything in your life. Did you know that you can have joy and not necessarily have happiness? Did you know that you can have joy even when you're frustrated or angry? So if that seems crazy to you, I want that to be our meditation for today. Creator, show me the joy in everything. Right? We talked about beauty. I see joy as an aspect of beauty, right? Great. So now let's shift our energy to those who require our healing today. Remember, in this space, what we're doing is we're just actually inviting the universe to contribute healing to those that we love. When you do so, you're just witnessing the healing. You're not necessarily the healer per se, you are the witness, right? So when you ask for a healing for somebody, what you're doing is you're imagining the Creator's light just coming in and filling up every single cell of their body, and just imagine them in their highest vibrational frequency. Imagine their lives happy, healthy, safe, and protected, okay? So let's please send healing today to Anne. Happy, healthy, safe, and protected. Let's also please send healing today to Carrie. Happy, healthy, safe, protected. Let's send healing to Sarah. Happy, healthy, safe, protected. And let's send healing to June. Happy, healthy, safe, and protected. And let's also please send healing to Andrea and to Karmazina, to Io. Happy, healthy, safe, and protected. Great. Let's also just take a second today. I'd like for each of you to send healings to your moms. I'm feeling my mom so much. It's coming up on 1 year since she had that surgery that ended up being her demise. So I've been thinking about it a lot. And just take a second today. If your mother is still with us, or even if she's in the upper worlds, just hold her close. Tell her thank you. And just send her light and healing, unconditional love. Happy, healthy, safe, and protected. Great. And last but not least, would you like to know that you are unconditional love and that you be unconditional love, and that unconditional love is your birthright? If you'd like that, say yes. Now let's take our palms, rub our palms together, faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Place your palms over your eyes. Your eyes are the windows to your soul. When you're ready, you can open up your eyes. Allow that energy to come into your body and into your being. Place your hands on your heart. Congratulate yourself. Thank yourself for being here, for showing up, for being a part of our soul family. So grateful for you all. Thank you so much. And I'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. We should be back on track now. Okay. So it'll be a regular time schedule. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful day. And don't forget to sign up for the workshop on Sunday at my website, theprovocativintuitive.com. Okay. So that's going to be this coming Sunday. And it's going to be from 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 8 p.m. Central European Time. Okay. Bye, everyone. Thank you.